I have 3 subscribers now, which basically means that I'm a big deal on YouTube. Quit my job and become this full-time, right? So welcome to my channel. I talk about what it is like to build a startup as I'm going through the process so that we can all learn things along the way. Today I'm in a different venue, things are settling down, and I have a home office as well as an official one. I'm borrowing my mom's very fancy cameras. As I said, I'm now YouTube famous. So let's begin. So today I want to talk about a kind of strange subject. It's going to be a bit more of a rant, but I want to talk about reasons why you should or should not become an entrepreneur, because I think that there are a lot of misconceptions about what this was going to be like. And so if you're thinking about starting your own company, maybe just watch this video and keep these tips in mind. So I would say that the primary thing for me is that you should be running towards something and not running away from something else. I think that's going to manifest in all of the things that I'm saying. So for example, one reason why you should not become an entrepreneur is just because you hate your current job. I know it's tempting to say, like, got a terrible job, like my boss doesn't treat me right, therefore I'm going to make my own company. While that might be a contributing factor, I don't think it's a good enough reason to do the very difficult task of starting something out on your own. One reason why you might want to do it is something along the lines of, I've got this product that I'm passionate about, or this problem that I really want to solve, and I want to dedicate my time to it. The fact is that all motivation is only so strong, so you need to have something that you can stick with, that you love, good times and bad. The second one sort of sounds like it contradicts the first one, but it doesn't exactly, so let me explain. So I think a reason why you should not become an entrepreneur is something along the lines of, well, if I do something that I love, then I never have to work a day in my life. That means I want to do my own thing so that I never have to work ever again. I will say that doing your own startup is still a job, right? Like there's still an amount, I would say like 20%, where you do things that you don't really want to do. Every job has aspects that you have to do no matter what. It could be your dream job, but there's going to be tasks that you just don't like doing. And I think it's a mistake to walk into entrepreneurship thinking that you're just going to be working on the thing that you love to do, because the fact is that there's all sorts of stuff that comes up that is critical to things going forward smoothly, and if you don't like it and you will not do it, then it's going to crumble immediately. You know, I, for example, do our company's bookkeeping. It's not glamorous by any stretch of the imagination. But I do it because I have to. And you know, some days are just like a regular job, in the sense that, like, I've had days when I had a real job where basically all I did was write emails. I've had days as an entrepreneur where basically all I did was that day was write emails. So I don't think that's a good enough motivation to want to do a startup. An example of a good reason to do a startup is to be passionate about building something that is your own, including all of the aspects that you don't love. You know, I don't necessarily love bookkeeping. What I do love is the pride that I get from building a sustainable and responsible company. I also talked about this in a previous video somewhere, but don't do a startup if you're only interested in being your own boss. Like I said before, you have a responsibility to a lot of people when you do a startup. So if your only task is to not have a boss, then I would say maybe do a career that's more of a freelancing position. Although even then you have clients, but I suppose you're not your own boss. I guess do be an entrepreneur if you don't mind the unusual schedule and tasks that come up. So a benefit to being in a startup is that you can kind of, at least in these early days, you can kind of set your own schedules. You know, some days I need to work 11 to 9 or 10, but then some days I start at 8 a.m. It really depends, but I get the work done when I need to do it. And so if you're someone who really needs strict routine all the time and like always getting your weekends off, etc., etc., you know, maybe this life isn't for you. But if you're someone who can continue to work even with the strange shake-up of your routine all the time, then maybe this is a good place for you. So yeah, so just to reiterate my final thoughts, this business of doing a startup is really difficult. People always say emotional roller coaster. What they mean by that is that the stakes are so high for you that everything that you hear that's good, you take to be the best thing ever because it's your thing. But it also means that anytime something doesn't go right, it feels as though it's on you. It's your responsibility. So it just makes everything that you would experience in a real job that much more intense because it's you and because it's your decision and your reputation on the line. So you need to be doing it for the right reasons, for the reasons that are inspiring, not just because you don't like where you are right now. Anyway, so those are my thoughts. Please like, comment, subscribe, share this video with anyone you know who is thinking about doing a startup, and let me know if there's anything else that you'd like me to talk about. To my 3 subscribers, and to everyone else, I will see you later. Alright, bye!